Have you ever felt the quiet power of absence? Picture a bustling room where you slowly withdraw. No shout, no demand, just a gentle step back, and suddenly all eyes find you. Try to remember a time when your silence changed something. It's subtle, but something almost magical happens when you simply step back. The energy in the space shifts. People glance at each other, wondering, where did they go? Someone leans in, hoping to catch your attention. In your silence, the world around you begins to react. Imagine if you did this at will. If you paused and deliberately gave your own life some space, you'd notice something profound. Carl Jung taught us that the things that irritate us in others guide us to understanding ourselves. Turn this idea around. When you stop being instantly available, you reveal more about others than about your absence. Who grows anxious? Who instinctively rushes to you? Who snaps into action? Their unease reveals their needs. Suddenly, the person who thought they knew your every move realizes how little they truly grasp about you. In our culture, being reachable is praised as a virtue. From childhood, we were taught to raise our hands, to answer every call, to never refuse. Be polite, be kind, be there. But at what cost? With each immediate reply and obliging word, we give away slivers of our inner strength. We become ever-present fixtures at everyone's beck and call, sacrificing moments of our own awakening to comfort someone else's discomfort. In the process, it's a quiet betrayal of yourself. Each obliging word is a grain of your freedom lost. Even the brightest star must fade in daylight. Only in the quiet darkness of night does it truly shine. We are like that star. In the constant daylight of others' demands, your light can feel hidden, taken for granted. Step back into the stillness and watch how your inner glow commands attention. Suddenly, they realize you were always luminous, not because you shouted, but because you simply existed. There is a hidden cost to constant availability. Jung saw the psyche as an energy field, delicate, precious, and finite. Every message you reply to at midnight, every explanation you offer for another's hurtful words, saps a bit of that energy. Each time you react on autopilot, you scatter your psychic energy, leaving less for yourself. Think of your time and attention as your own precious currency. Are you choosing where it goes or letting others spend it? Every snap reaction and every unnecessary justification is like spending your last coin on someone else's whims, leaving you bankrupt of care. Jung warned, what you resist persists. Every reaction you engage in is like watering a weed in your mind. Silence is the gentle drought that makes that weed wither. By choosing silence in a moment of provocation, you stop feeding conflict its fuel. We often wear a persona, a mask to meet the world's demands. We play roles: cheerful friend, helpful partner, patient listener. But a mask is not your true face. The more you perform, the more you lose touch with who you really are. In truth, you were a marionette for too long, responding to every twitch of someone else's will. When you stop performing, that mask slips. Suddenly, you become an enigma. People confront someone real instead of a facade, and that can feel unsettling to them. But this is good. It means you are finally living on your own terms. You have stopped pretending and are meeting the world as your authentic self. Standing apart in silence is not selfish. It's sovereignty. It is claiming the right to exist on your own terms. It may feel uncomfortable at first. Old voices may whisper guilt. But with each passing moment of integrity, those voices lose power. You trade short-lived approval for long-term self-respect. You discover that not everyone deserves access to your entire world. Conscious unavailability is not about turning your back on everyone. It's about turning toward yourself. Think of your mind as a garden. For too long, you've been watering the weeds of others' demands while your own flowers went thirsty. Start tending to your soul. Every no you speak, every boundary you set, pulls a weed and waters a bloom of your own. In the cultivated silence of your own space, a surprising clarity arrives. Without the constant pull of external drama, your inner voice becomes louder. You no longer jump to defend or to please. The ghosts of old conversations fade when you refuse to feed them. You learn that not every question needs an answer. Not every conflict deserves a response. You sit quietly and listen to yourself. Try it. Let a message wait. Let a moment breathe. True power often whispers rather than shouts. Jung believed that individuation, becoming who you really are, demands time alone and listening to our inner world without interference. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Take that to heart. In the stillness of your own company, you awaken to your true needs and truths. And in time, something beautiful happens. A deep peace settles in. You begin to understand that your silence is not emptiness. It's a space filled with possibility. Being unreachable for a little while doesn't create voids. It strengthens you. You make yourself rare and therefore more valuable. The respect you receive becomes deeper, and the connections that remain are those that truly value you. You might feel lonely at first. People may accuse you of being distant or cold, but know that this reaction tells you more about them than about you. In those quiet moments, the strongest parts of you are born. As Jung once observed, a beautiful thing happens when you face the darkness. Your vision becomes clear. This solitude, though uncomfortable, is sacred. It is where you start to walk towards your true self. I ask you now, when will you step back and let silence speak for you? Whose life are you living? The one scripted for you by others, or the one you can write for yourself? Are you ready to reclaim your energy, your clarity, your quiet power? The only thing to lose is the chaos that never brought you peace. What you stand to gain is yourself, in full. You owe nothing to anyone but yourself. When you stop being available, everything changes. Not least of all, your own life will change first. Jung put it this way, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Are you ready to listen? In that silence, you may finally hear the one voice that matters, your own. Embrace your silence. Within it, your power awaits. So try it. Wait a moment before you respond. Practice the power of pause. You might find the world still turns, and your sense of peace grows. You've taken the first step by reading this. Now take the next. Honor your own stillness. In each quiet moment, you become more whole. Your silence already changes everything. Now, are you ready to listen to yourself?